It all began in 1965 when Larry Scott became bodybuilding's most acclaimed sportsman. In 1967, the myth, Sergio Oliva, began a 3-year streak. The likes of this Cuban immigrant have never been matched. Then, an era in bodybuilding, the reign of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Austrian Oak. From 1970 until 1975, he dominated the rapidly growing sport of international bodybuilding, the art of muscle building. Arnold's longtime best friend, former Olympic lifter Franco Columbu, followed after his buddy's example by taking home the Olympia title in 1976, only to relinquish it the next year to a not-so-massive but nearly symmetrically perfect bodybuilder named Frank Zane. For 3 years, even the biggest men in the sport could not intimidate him. Not until the 1980 comeback of Arnold, anyway. In a highly controversial decision, he won his 7th Olympia title, setting a still-standing Olympia record. And then came another comeback, the return of Franco Columbu after a 6-year absence from the competitive arena. In 1982, Chris Dickerson won the only Mr. Olympia championship held in London. The former Mr. America winner was in the best condition of his life. The Lion of Lebanon, Samir Bannout, conquered the Olympia stage in '83, but when he returned to the stage attempting to repeat his Olympian feat, it was quickly dashed by a first-time and youthful 1982 American national champion. Little did anyone realize that Lee Haney from old Spartanburg, South Carolina, would dominate among a dais of giants. Domination that would continue in 6 consecutive outings for bodybuilding's most coveted honor, Joe Weider's Mr. Olympia. Today, Lee Haney attempts to tie Arnold Schwarzenegger's 7-win record. Welcome to the Windy City and Joe Weider's 26th annual IFBB Mr. Olympia Championships. With the world's best professional bodybuilders, including last year's runner-up Lee Labrada, who's out to win it all today. From France, Mr. Symmetry Francis Benfato in his first attempt. Former Mr. Olympia Samir Bannout is here trying to recapture the title. Sean Ray is determined to prove he can compete steroid-free after his embarrassing disqualification at last year's Arnold Schwarzenegger's Classic. Reigning champion Lee Haney is back. His goal this year is winning his 7th consecutive victory. Rich Gaspari is tired of placing second to Lee, so he's setting his sights on placing number 1. At 245 pounds, Mike Christian will be the heaviest man in the contest. He's hoping it's enough to win this year. Then, 3 newcomers. There's superstar Eddie Robinson, who will carry his fan appeal and massive physique onto the Olympia stage for the first time. Then, Frank Hildebrand from Germany in his first pro contest. And Jean Favre, last year's amateur world heavyweight champion from Switzerland. Also, Mr. Ripped, Bavarian muscleman Andreas Munzer, who made his Olympia premiere last year. And bodybuilding's mad dog, the mighty Mike Quinn. If it's not his massive muscled physique, then sheer intimidation is what will win it for him today.